Hey, diecast fans and collectors. I didn't do such a good job this week of doing my weekly finds video. I've been under a lot of, like, I have a lot more important, not like stress, but I have a lot of important things going on, and I don't like to take out my phone and record right now because I'm expecting a lot of calls from job interviews and things like that, and I'm really trying to get back into the workforce because I've been out for a while. Because as I've said before, my diabetes was a big problem, and now it's like letting me have my life back again. I have a little bit of problems with highs sometimes, but I would rather have that than be low. Neither one is really good, but at least with highs, I can actually enjoy my life and work and, do something, it's better that way. But yeah, that's why I didn't really do too good this week on the weekly finds because I didn't really record when I first found the acceleracers very well. Now, a few other things. I completely missed this. I got this at Five Below. I went into Five Below to try to get a job, and they told me that I told them I can work on the weekends, and that's something that's rare nowadays. And they really liked it, and they wanted me, but they don't have any openings. So yeah, but I believe these are two cars from an upcoming Exotics 5-pack. I don't have the 5-pack yet. I'm gonna go out and search for it here in a week or so. I think I know of a store that's gonna have a lot of the new 5-packs. I'm gonna go hit up like this week or next week or something. We'll see. But yeah, pretty cool 5-pack. These two cars look really sick. But this is probably gonna be an Exotics 5-pack. So you got like a Lamborghini here and Austin Martin. So it's pretty cool. I like the Austin Martin. I really like the gray with the green silhouettes. It's really cool. That's a really cool look on that car, Mattel. Really sick. I like that one. So yeah, that's one of our first vehicles. Our next most expensive thing. I bought a lot of expensive things this week. Oops. There goes that. You guys didn't see that. It was off camera. But I also got Bora Exhaust 2014 Chevy Silverado because, well, it has mirrors. So why not? $5 per car with mirrors is not too bad. If it's going to have pretty accurate details, you might be like, well, the taillights aren't painted. Maybe they're not supposed to be. I could see this truck being modded where the lights were blacked out in the back. So that is kind of just a little excuse I made to buy this truck. But, it's something that could be in the real world. They blacked out the taillights like that. But yeah, pretty cool. Then our next, well, actually, these are about the same price as premiums, but we got Speed Blaster, which is isn't Speed Blaster the name of a Hot Wheels car? I'm pretty sure it is. Huh. Yeah, we got this truck. This is gonna go really good with a couple of my main lines. It's got that same design on it as they do. Very cool truck. Not my first time seeing this truck. I swear I have this truck in another color. I want to say purple, but I'm not sure at the moment. But yeah, really cool, really awesome truck. So we'll be getting that one out and checking out. And then on the back, we've got... That's kind of cool. If I find that, I might get the Avengers Semi. I've got a few of the other ones in the back here. I've got an Optimus Prime a while ago. I'd like to find that one, but good luck with that one. It's not actually too expensive to buy it on eBay last time I looked it up, so if I don't find it by the end of this year, I might pick them both up on eBay, especially if I have my career. I probably will. But yeah, we got this one. Racing Convoy. Or, oh, okay, that's just in another language. I don't think I should say that because I'm probably going to butcher that. But Racing Convoy. I love the color of this one. This looks like it could be like an Acceleracer's vehicle, honestly. It's a good size casting, too. The trailer's small, but the truck is most of the girth of this one. You got a big semi. I believe I have had this before in yellow, I want to say. But a pretty cool one. Very neat. I like this one. Very cool looking truck. Probably paint the headlights and signals on the front of it. I think that would look pretty cool if I was to do that. Looks like they only have enough room there though for the headlights. I don't see the carving for the signals there. Unless the headlights are supposed to go up there more, but it doesn't what it looks like. I don't know. I don't see the signals unless they're down there more. They might be down there more. I don't know. We'll see it when we get it out. Okay. And now we've got another one. The Nitro Rail, which my wife has the first color of this one because she likes trans, so I picked this up for her. And I picked up the other one, so we have both colors of the Nitro Rail. There might be 3 though, but I think there's only 2 right now. Yep, there we go again, the back. Artwork of the Nitro Rail. Very cool one. I like the color of the wheels on this one. It's kind of cool. I don't think functionality ever, like, you'd be able to paint a train's wheels. I think it would, like, come off, but oh, no, don't they paint some old steam locomotives wheels different colors? Hey, obviously isn't going to stay on the bottom, but I guess on the side it would. Okay, and then we're getting down to our final ones here, the premiums I picked up this week. I know I said I'm trying to stay away from Hot Wheels premiums. I said I wouldn't buy them anymore. I've kind of changed my stance on that because there are certain cars that are worth it, and there's certain cars that aren't, and I'll explain to you. And I'm not saying if you buy these cars, because I will sometimes even buy a car if it doesn't have this, if it's a casting I want bad enough. But I'm saying maybe we shouldn't buy the ones that don't have this as much, because it would encourage Mattel to put it on them. And, well, it would make the model better. Because there's not a lot of companies out there that put mirrors on every car, and I wish there was, because it's a big thing for me. I like my diecast to look as accurate as possible. I wish they were to scale, but I understand Hot Wheels isn't really going to do that because, well, they primarily make their cars to fit on tracks and stuff, and they have to be a certain size. But I think maybe the premium ones, they shouldn't make that way. Maybe they should actually scale the premiums, because who is putting a premium on a booster track or anything like that? Because they usually can't even do it because of the wheels. They usually have to be plastic wheel cars, unless you wheel swap it. But then again, this is literally already a model that exists in the cheaper form. So, yeah. But yeah, this one I bought because it's accurate, detailed to the art on the card. If it looks like it does on the card, I'll buy it. And this car does not look like it's supposed to have mirrors, because it's probably a race car or something. But, yeah, it looks pretty cool. I will say, though, it doesn't look like it has the headlights either. They could have painted, like, a little white stripe down there for the headlights. I mean, I can do that myself easy enough, but, I mean, for a premium, they really should have put that there themselves. But I guess this time I can do it. But yeah, this one is pretty cool. Honestly, I like this one. The McLaren Solus GT. Pretty cool. I like the wheels on it and stuff. I think that's what got me on it, is the wheels. This one is great. This one looks exactly like how it does on the card. You got the headlights, taillights, and you got the mirrors. Sure, they don't stick out as much as they probably would on the real car, but the fact that they put effort into putting them on there at all is awesome. And even just a little bit of effort like that will make me buy it. Like, even if they just put a little smidge of metal on there, it looks similar to a mirror, I'll be like, alright, yeah, that's pretty cool. It doesn't even have to be the proper shape. I just want to have a mirror. If it is a proper shape, I'm more likely to buy it. But probably I would buy it anyway, even if it just had the little smidge on there. Okay, this car, again, no mirrors. So, it didn't need them. So I was like, okay, I'll buy this car. Very beautiful car. I do have the main line of this. I have all 3 of the colors, the red, the yellow, and the blue. I think there might be another one too. I think there might be a black. I want to say there is, but I don't know. And by the way, guys, Q case has not shown up yet. I've been checking. I did this week, you'll see in my weekly finds video, I think I showed that some cars from P case showed up at my store, and it was really hard for me not to take a look at those. But I really want to wait until Q case is available for me to buy for like $160 or something like that, and then I'll go ahead and pull the trigger on that and get that, because I like to buy every other case, so every case I get has new cars in it. But yeah, they did a great job on this Ferrari. This is like the level of detail that you get from like Mini GT or Tarmac Works or something like that. Because look at that mirror looks to be a separate piece, and I hope it's rubber. I hope it's rubber, because rubber mirrors are honestly a great idea, and I'll show you why. Because I recently bought this Kaido house. I think I said that right. And look at this. You would think that's breakable. It's not. It's rubber. Very cool. Not all their cars do this, but a lot of them do. And I really enjoy these. I am going to definitely buy more of these. The Kyosho, there's a lot of different brands I'm getting into. And I actually did find an accurately detailed 60s Camaro, a 69 and a 67. And I paid a lot for them, but I cannot wait for them to get here. They are by Kyosho. So if you guys want a 60s Camaro that is accurate and has the one mirror on the driver's side, it doesn't have it on the other side, but it's not really supposed to, get a Kyosho, because they're awesome. They are awesome. It looks like they're trying to be M2 in Japan, but they're better than M2. If M2 was to put mirrors on their cars, M2 could be a way more popular car brand, in my opinion. Yes, they do have a lot of errors and factory screw-ups, but I would buy them, like every single one I see, because I do like some of the colors they do on them. I would buy every single M2 there is if they would just put the time into putting the mirrors on the cars. I would buy them. I would. They're actually beautiful models, but they'd be more beautiful if they had the mirrors. And you guys know I bought some M2s recently. I've moved away from them because I'm like, it's cool, but like, if I'm going to pay for premiums, I really want them to have like mirrors and accurate details and stuff, you know? If I'm going to pay a premium price, well, I'd like my cars to have, you know, some premium details, you know? It kind of makes sense. And I think as consumers, we should, you know, focus on that more. Like, when we buy our premiums, like, are they really worth the money we're paying for them? In this case, the Hot Wheels I bought, yes, they're pretty good. I don't know about the McLaren. I didn't notice the headlights. I'm kind of like, maybe I shouldn't have bought that one, or maybe I'll return that one. I don't know, but I think I'll keep it. It's pretty cool. I already have it. If I would have noticed that at the store, I wouldn't have bought it. I just would have bought the Ferrari, the Bugatti, and the Automobilia Paraphernalia, or whatever. I don't know how to say that. That car's got a big name. But yeah, let's get them out. There's one other thing, though, that I really think could have been cool if Mattel would have did to this Ferrari. And I'm going to look it up. I'm pretty sure this Ferrari would have this. And if it does, I'm going to do it to this one. And you guys can let me know if you think it's a cool detail or if you think it was unneeded. But it's possible because, well, the old Acceleracers have a dot on the end of their tire. And usually Ferraris have a yellow dot on the inside of the rim with the Ferrari logo. I'm not going to be able to put the Ferrari logo in there, but the yellow dot's just going to kind of make it look a bit more real. So I'm going to add it, definitely, if I look this car up and it actually is supposed to have it from factory. So, yeah. Let's get these out. I'm very excited to check out this LaFerrari. I have the original Hot Wheels LaFerrari, the main line, and this one looks way cooler than that one. I think they're different sizes too. Matter of fact, if you guys want me to, you know what? It's right here in this case. So I think I'll just get it and we can compare it right now, right here. Okay, so real quick, right here, I have my mainline LaFerrari right here. And it's kind of old. It's not perfect, but it's not awful either. So, yeah, really cool. So let's get some comparisons here with these. So we got this one side by side with the other one. I will say I think the red is better on the premium one. Also, they added that plate on there. The LaFerrari plate. They added the little license plate there. The mirrors are definitely a plus. Now, I don't expect them to put mirrors on the dollar car, ever. I don't expect them to do that. I would never expect them to do that. If they ever did, that would be amazing, but I don't believe they ever would. Got more of like a split there with those. The vent is painted. I think it's more better casted when it comes to the curves and venting of this car than this one. Do I think we'll see this casting in a mainline? No, I don't think so. I think this is only going to be a premium one. Will they maybe bring back this one for mainline? I don't know. It'd be cool if they did, but I kind of doubt it as well. But yeah, pretty cool one. So there's a little comparison to those two. Are they the same size? Actually, let's see here. Are they the same size? They look to be very similar in size, but to really tell, I'd have to put them on top of each other for a brief second, and we can look at wideness of them. No, I think the new one's a bit wider, just a tiny bit. And I'm curious if it's actually a true 1/64 scale. I'm hoping it is, because if it is, I'm actually going to treat it like most of my premium cars I've collected over the last couple of weeks. Here, I got some more coming in the mail today. But yeah, I'm actually going to get this guy. I'm going to use one of my old M2 cases and put this guy in there, protect him, because I really don't think it's a good idea to put this guy in the collection the way I store my cars in the baggies, because these are stiff. And the fact that these are stiff, they have like not that much bend to them. This car is most likely going to have these snap off if I put it in my collection the way I put my other cars in there. So, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that with this one. This one, yes, this one can go in the collection the way other ones do. This one can, because there's nothing really breakable on this one. And this one definitely can, because those are metal. Those aren't really going to break off. I prefer it when they do it in metal, but I understand why they didn't in this case on the Ferrari, because, well, it does have mirrors that stick out like that, and that would have been very hard to do in metal, and actually it might have broke more easy too. I don't know. But, yeah, really, really cool. I hope this is a true 1/64 scale. But let's get my turntable here and turn on our light. Oops. Okay, turn on our light. We'll take a look at these guys in the lights. So, first up, we'll put the LaFerrari on here. Very cool. Very cool. Love the rims. Okay. Up next, we've got the Solus GT. Cool one. I think it could have used a bit more detail. I do like that it has the taillights. You guys can faintly see the taillights on there, which is great. Love to see that. Headlights, though, we could have faintly have put the... Well, actually, are they on there? Because I don't think they're very thick. It almost looks like there's something on there. It might just be a trick of my light, but it almost looks like there is something on there. So... I gotta see how small those headlights are supposed to be. I will add them if it does not have them, because I think it deserves to have them. The Bugatti looks amazing. Love the taillights on that. It's really cool. Trying to copy, it looks like Pagani with that like 4 exhaust pipe thing that's going on there. Very cool. It's not really black. It's more of like a blue, like a midnight blue on blue. So this is quite different from the main line. Very cool. It's got them X headlights. I think those are its headlights. Or it's just something that's on the car. I haven't really looked at a real video of one of those cars. I need to look one up because they are quite cool. This one's cool. I like this one. I love the color. It fits this car very well. Never seen a real one of these. Probably never will. Never seen a real one of any of these cars and probably never will. I've seen a few McLaren P1s though. I've seen a few of those. And I've seen a few Ferrari Californias, an Enzo. I think I saw an Enzo one time when I was younger. Yeah, pretty cool. Okay, there's our premium cars. Now let me get out the rest of them. Very cool. Bora exhaust. Borla exhaust. Silverado, very cool. I can let it slide that it doesn't have the taillights because, well, they might just be blacked out for the style of this vehicle, which would make sense. Very cool. Love this Silverado casting. I think this is actually to scale too, if I'm not wrong. I'd have to look it up, but I think it is actually a true 1/64 scale of a 2014 Chevy Silverado because of its large stature there. So we'll put him back there. And we'll get the main lines, and then we can't put the semis on this, obviously, so we'll have to take a look at those a different way. Okay, so here is the Aston Martin. Very cool. I can't wait to see this entire 5-pack. I probably should have just waited till I found the entire 5-pack, but I see these, I was like, oh, dude, that's kind of sick. I'm going to buy that. I don't know what that red is on there. I don't know why that's on there. Huh. It's not on the other one. Strange. I kind of think it looks cool, though, so I'm going to leave it there. Very nice. That is going to be a pretty cool 5-pack, in my opinion. We already got some very beautiful colors. Dark, like gray Austin with green accents, and then we've got this green Lamborghini, which looks really good in this color too. Beautiful. I can't wait to find this 5-pack. I probably could see what it looks like if I looked it up on YouTube, but I'd rather see it for myself when I see it out in the wild. Oh yeah, I see right there I got a little bit of a paint error on mine. So I'll be getting another one when I get the 5-pack, so very cool. Love that color. That is a really cool color on that Lamborghini. Okay, now let's check out the trucks. Okay, so first we got the train. Very cool. It probably is not going to work very well because it easily comes out. They update these so they do that now? Yeah, there's the little trailer. It's like a single trailer. Honestly, you could use it, well, if it didn't have that, you could use this as like a weird, like, trailer on a car. I mean, if you cut this off and you wanted to make a custom, you could make this like some kind of like really tiny like quad or side-by-side hauler or something like that, because I don't think this actually fits a car. Oh, actually maybe it does. Or no, not really. Not really. At least not that car. It fit my true scale smart car. I don't feel like getting that right now, even though I need to go get that today because it needs to go on my true scale shelf. And I had to look up some other vehicles too. I know some of my Auto Worlds are true scale, but they have to be detailed enough that I'll put them on my detailed collection, because I want to have like a separate collection from the rest of my cars that are like highly realistic and like accurately scaled and stuff, because I love that. This coolest thing I saw the other day is how tiny that little Civic is. That thing is like legit as small as it is on that artwork. It actually is probably smaller, but it's so cool. I love these premium cars, and I'm definitely going to buy at least 5 to 10 of them a month because they're expensive. Like 5 of them will run you almost $100, but yeah, they're cool. They're definitely really cool. But yeah, pretty cool little train. I don't know which one. I think I kind of like the first one more. The first one looked more steampunkish. All right, next semi. Okay, we've got another truck here. And the first thing that came to my mind when I seen this is the Fusion Buster that has like this same paint job. I think there's a Fusion Buster or the Mach Speeder, whatever. I forgot what the name is, but there's a lot of cars with this paint style. Like, doesn't the Camaro have this paint style? I think it does. I think the Camaro, the like super like wide body drift Camaro has this style, I believe. Well, this comes off too if you're not aware. If you see anything like that with those snaps like that, it probably comes off. Yeah, that will come off if you really want it to. So if you want to put like a different car in here, and it doesn't really hurt it to take it off, just like pull it and yeah, it comes off. Snap it right back on, easy enough. I could probably do it with one hand if you give me a second here. Yep, there we go. Right back where it's supposed to be. Very cool. I like this truck. I wish it was red, but it's still really cool in this color. Hopefully maybe eventually they do make a red one. Like the 90s like race truck they made. Which is weird enough, that 90s race truck can actually haul a trailer. I'm not even joking, it can. I think they may have retooled it. Not all of them can do it, but some of them can actually haul trailers, which is pretty cool. Okay, the last one here, and this is the one that got my attention first when I went to the Dollar General and found these. This one. This one is really neat looking. I really dig this one. I love the color. It looks like some kind of like drone vehicle. Matter of fact. Does that fit that, guys? Does that fit that? Obviously not in size. No way. This is way too small of a truck. You'd need like one of the bigger, like more expensive Hot Wheels semis. In this side, but yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Look at that. You got the RD09 on there. And this is custom, by the way. If you're noticing something off about it, I put the red on the tires and I put the headlights on it. So, yeah, this is a custom one. It's not a stock one anymore. It's modified to look more accurate to the real one that it's modeled after. Well, not the real one, but the one from the show. But yeah, pretty cool, man. It looks like some kind of like Acceleracers type semi. And I was saying on my Acceleracers video, wouldn't it be so cool if they made Pork Chop's rig and then made it like come with like the jackhammer? Wouldn't that be awesome? That'd be so cool, in my opinion, dude. I'd love to see them make Pork Chop's rig. I wouldn't want to see it in one of these, though. I'd want to see it in one of the bigger ones and then have it come with, like, a cheaper, like, jackhammer, because obviously they wouldn't probably put a Silver Series car in there. But, yeah, and they could still make a Silver Series one, but it could come with, like, a cheaper, like, mainline jackhammer of the jackhammer from Acceleracers, and then it could be Pork Chop's truck. But I can't remember what wheels his truck had. I think it had like the 6-spoke Accelerator wheels, but I also think it had like rig wheels. So maybe put DD8s on it or something. Kind of cool. And then put a red dot on it. I think it had the red dot. I can't remember. But yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's weekly finds. And yeah, I'm going to start trying to use, like, some of my... I talk about these buildings all the time I have that I like doing stuff with my cars with them, and you guys, like, never see me do anything with them. So I'm going to start probably putting, like, a building in the background with just some random cars parked around it or something that I haven't put away yet, or some customs or something like that. But, yeah. Okay, first up, we've got the LaFerrari versus the Bugatti. 3, 2, 1, go. And Bugatti. Okay, now we've got the car with the very long name versus the Bugatti. 3, 2, 1, go. Car with a very long name. Alright, now we've got the car with the really long name versus the McLaren Solus GT. 3, 2, 1, go. Car with the really long name. Car with the really long name versus Aston Martin. 3, 2, 1, go. Car with the really long name. Really? It beat a plastic wheel car? Okay. Okay, car with a really long name versus Lamborghini. 3, 2, 1, go. Lamborghini. Lamborghini versus Train. 3, 2, 1, go. Train. Train versus truck. 3, 2, 1, go. Truck. Truck versus truck. Lime green truck versus dark blue truck. 3, 2, 1, go. Dark blue truck for the win. Whoops. One more race. He fits. 3, 2, 1, go. And I don't know. I think he kind of hit it. He didn't really get. I think I'm still going to go with the rig, though. Did he win or no? Okay, truck. All right. Okay, so our winner this week is. Oops. I've got it upside down, my bad. The blue rig. I don't know why his trailer won't go back on. Oh, it did. It just didn't make a noise. That is our winner this week. Wish I could have raced him with the trailer, but my road's a little short. But all right, guys. So that's our winner this week. Tune in next week to see what's going to race and what'll win. Later, guys.